All right, everybody, I'm kind of excited because how many of you have a Cubby in your Roadster that no longer has a functioning door? Then you've probably just taken the door off because the latch looks something like that. Yeah, just a straight up piece of plastic that no longer is able to latch into the female receiver in the Cubby wall. Well, online, Southco, the original maker of the female end, is now available on Amazon. And this is the part number that you want. That is the female portion, along with a new male piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off my broken end. I'm going to attach that to my door. I'm going to put the new female part in as well, just so I've got brand new equipment all the way around. And yeah, I think this is going to resolve my little Cubby door problem that is epidemic with these Roadsters. All right, I was going to actually cut it off, but all I do is pressed real hard against the back side of it and it snapped right off. So I've got a nice flush surface to work with, all nice and cleaned up. So let's get started on this thing. All right, so first steps first, this cover is held on with friction clamps on the back side. There's 3 of them along this edge. And so you just get in behind here, and they are metal. So they do make a bit of noise as they come loose. Do that on both sides. And, all right, I think I might be fully loose. Just have to be careful because on the back side of the speaker down here, there is plastic that wraps all the way around that speaker on the inside. So you have to be a little careful coming off there that you don't break that part of this surround off. So we have our surround off. We have the rectangle where our female end goes in. You can see the 3 metal clips. If you notice, I've got this felt, one's missing on that side. This one's a little loose here. So I've got some felt that I used to take out the squeaks off my seats when they were all the way back. And so I'm going to use some of that here real quick. I'm going to put that on, and then we'll get our new clip, put it on the back of our door, and install that door. All right, so you can see you got the old female in there. It's real easy to pull out. You just squeeze and push through. So you just pull it out. Now, come on. There's a little bit of a notch right there. That also helps make sure that you put it in the right direction. So now I've got my new one. Got my notch. Slide it down and in just like that. Well, maybe not just like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with the old female. Take a look at why. Okay, the clearance is slightly different here on our 2. This is the original. You can see how there's about 3 millimeters or so of clearance there, and on the new one there's not. So I imagine if you no longer have this, you could probably just cut this down to give yourself the full clearance that you need. As you can see here, there is a bit of a ledge here. Or you could come in on the back side and trim these pieces down, whichever way you want to do it. I'm just going to go with the fact that I have this one still, and it still seems to be in proper working order, and so I will, as you can see, it clips in, so I'm just going to pop that one back right in. There we go. We got a nice clicking sound as it popped in. We'll take our door here, and we've got these tabs here go through here, and then there's these smaller tabs that connect up in there. So if you take that in and then push up like that, there we go. Our door is reattached. Now, our door has an issue. Won't stay up there because there is no latch mechanism. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in here, peel off the tape, because I believe that is exactly the clearance we want. So I'm just going to peel the tape off here. Alrighty, give my door a nice clip. All right, there we go. One fixed, latchable cubby door again. Kind of happy about that. I didn't like the look of having that giant hole in there. So, yeah, you can go on Amazon now and buy the Southco part. Part number is E410-20110. And yeah, now we just have to put this surround back in and we're good to go. All right, to get the surround back in, you can see you've got that big old speaker back there. And so just gonna reverse the process, gonna make sure that this bottom edge goes in first. And get that lined up with the speaker and the clips. Down here on this bottom edge. And yes, guys, I am just another weekend wrencher, so I do not have this down to a science. All right, so I'm going to struggle with this a little bit more, I'm sure. Get these, there we go, that's what happens. That surround for the speaker is actually wider than the rectangle hole. So you have to kind of feed that surround in order to get it in place. Alrighty. All right. We have one fixed cubby. Woohoo!